I would request Anil, Chairman of IESA, to speak a few words, please.
Good morning, friends, and the dignitaries on the stage, on the dais, and a lot of industry colleagues and people from educational institutes and from government. I would like to welcome all of you for this 4th edition of IoT Next. Whenever we talk about IoT, we actually become very emotional at IESA as well as TIE. Som actually mentioned a lot of good things about background of IoT Next and a few things, but I would like to mention few things which he did not mention. This is actually a result of the work of a few passionate people at TIE and IESA. This event has been happening. We normally don't talk about making money from this event. In fact, we had some questions raised, some time back. Why are we doing this? We are really not able to make money from this event. But our objective is actually not to make money. Let me tell you very clearly. And I always said that association has to do many things. Some of the events we conduct to make some money, some of the events to educate people, some of the events to give back value to the members. So it consists of all these things. So IESA and TIE came together. We see a great synergy between these two associations because TIE has a lot of members, individual entrepreneurs, consultants, single members who can bring a lot of value to this forum. At the same time, IESA is very powerful with more than 300 corporate members, which includes a lot of MNC companies and educational institutes. We also have government support. We work with many government institutes. So we came out with a vision some time back saying that what should be our vision. By looking at the scenario in the country and the explosive growth in certain areas like mobile phones and internet and IoT and things like that, we said we have already lost a lot of time. Let us at least catch up, in the next 10 years' time. And we have heard about this, the famous $400 billion in hardware, exceeding oil bill many times, and it has become a kind of joke. But seriously, when we started investigating into this, one of our member companies came out with a report saying that by 2026, our spend on hardware is going to exceed $800 billion. And I'm not joking, and this is a fact. And few days later, I met one of the topmost mobile phone manufacturers. He's a contract manufacturer, OEM and ODM for the world. They make more than 50, 60 brands of mobile phones. The CEO of this company, Josh Folger, told me that according to the reports they have, the total electronic spend in India is going to exceed $1 trillion by 2028. So that means we are really very serious about this industry. And then IESA came out with a vision that we are going to make India as the hub for electronic system design and manufacturing for the whole world, not just for India. So only then we will be able to achieve our goals of establishing this complete ecosystem of design, manufacturing. So that's the reason for the last few years, if anybody has noticed this, we have been talking about design-led manufacturing. That means we learned and we decided that unless design happens, manufacturing will not happen. You might have seen a lot of design work, very, very high-end work happens in India. A lot of MNC companies are doing fantastic work here. But what happens, the bits and pieces of work which happens in different companies, sometimes people will not be knowing what is happening in the next room, but when everything gets integrated together in a different country, they actually take the complete ownership of the product development. So that's the reason we decided that the system engineering has to happen in India. Then only, we can realize our vision of making India as a hub for design and manufacturing. So the system engineering, towards this, IESA launched few initiatives. The most important one, of course, we have started 2 Center of Excellences with an investment of 8 crores in Hubli. One at BB College of Engineering, which is part of KLE Tech University now, and Deshpande Foundation, and thanks to Karnataka government who actually funded for this initiative. Now the most recent one is SAFAL. It is actually a Fabless Semiconductor Accelerator Lab, for which Government of Karnataka has sanctioned us 21 crores, and that is going to touch more than close to 100 crores in the near future. The objective of this lab is to help the budding entrepreneurs, education community, and even the faculty members, everybody to develop products using this center where you can actually pay, use it by paying the fees. It's just rental kind of thing, which is very, very nominal. Crores of rupees worth software is available for maybe few thousands of rupees. So this center will be opened very shortly. Now coming back to the few, thanks to Karnataka government again. Coming back to few important pointers, I just wanted to bring it during this meeting. Let me open my, now everything is in the mobile, So as I mentioned, the objective of this event is basically to educate, to spread the awareness, and to help the startup communities of Indian landscape. If you see in 2 years back when we did this IoT Next in Shangri-La Hotel, we had crossed 1,000 numbers, and now Som gave me that this number has crossed 1,250. And you can ask me, when we crossed 1,000 numbers 2 years back, why it is going at a sluggish pace. But the fact is that there are a lot of companies, like Som mentioned, they parallelly started many incubation centers and groups. So some of these startup companies have attached themselves to these organizations, which is good in any case. But we have identified that they need a lot of support, and we continue to do this. One of the best things that happened at IoT Next, again thanks to our think tank at TAI, Arvindji and Som, Venki, and our EC members at IESA, they came out with this new version that let us do only one-day event, which is like a seminar kind of thing, but the first day is going to be a masterclass and workshop. Let me tell you, it is a fantastic decision, and I request this group to continue this format in future also. Some of the feedback I received, in fact, yesterday someone told me that the masterclass on M&As and scaling up was a fantastic event, and it is, people were just appreciating. I didn't get a chance to speak to the other members, and I'm sure it has some impact on all of you. So the returns, what we are expecting from IoT Next is, it is you. If you participate, and I'm glad to see that the hall is full, this is what we are expecting, nothing more than this, and thank you everyone for this great contribution. Just one more point I would like to mention. Actually, this is last year, 2 months back, I think in the month of August, I attended this 5G report launch event in Delhi. And this 5G is a great thing which is happening, and it has a direct relationship with our IoT and what we are doing today. They mentioned the secretary, Madam Aruna Sundararajan, and we had all the three secretaries for the first time, DOT, DST, and MeitY. 3 secretaries were there. The total economic impact of 5G on Indian economy between 2020 and 30 is going to be $1 trillion. And what is even more interesting is, out of this $1 trillion, the hardware spend is only $250 billion. That means hardware is actually one-time investment. And what about remaining $750 billion we are talking about? This is going towards developing applications, gadgets, devices, use case applications, and that is going to be a boon for all of you. And I was a part of this jury for awards, and I was going through some of these companies, and I was quite actually surprised to learn that some of these companies, these startup companies, they are not only, they have developed the products, but they are already supplying to foreign countries. A lot of companies have sold their products in US, Europe, and Middle East. So that is really a welcome sign, and now what is very important is we need to really support this startup community and see that they realize their dreams, and in so many ways IESA can help these startup companies, because we work very closely with government companies and government organizations, and we can link them with the funding organizations, as well as I just met one company outside, and I was just asking him, did you get any benefits from being a startup company. They said we are not even aware about what benefits are there, and we haven't really tried such things. I think there are a lot of benefits one can take, and people should take advantage of this. So with this, I would like to thank everyone once again for attending this and making this event a great success. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.